about to go to the Frye Art Museum. This is a free museum in Seattle, and yeah, I'm looking for some inspiration here, so let's see what we find, huh? Okay, so this was the first piece that really fucking struck me. We got a woman with her child there, but look at the child. Let's zoom in here. Now, this kid has angel wings. Now, I was super concerned here because there's waves in the back. Is this a fish dish that he's serving up, and is that how he's growing the wings, or is this like a pie? What is in that? Maybe it's just rice, but that kid with wings, it really reminds me of my mother and me. You know what I mean? Or just an ode to how a matriarch really builds the angels of tomorrow. Now, at first, I thought this was a kid, but it's clear to me now. You can kind of see a red nose there. This is a spirit of sorts watching from the distance. He has a basket. That's alluring to a child. You know what I'm saying? And what's in the basket? What is in the fucking basket? I see one little tiny black thing popping out. I'm thinking maybe a plum. I don't want that plum. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and this is that spirit's face as close as we can go. That is malice personified. You cannot tell me different. Where did Ronald McDonald come from? I'll tell you who. This fucking picture right here. My God, let's move on. Okay, let's look at these kids on the right side now. Let's zoom in there. Okay, now this is just honest fun. What I'm getting from this is horsing around. You know what I mean? Horses meant a lot more back in the day, like when this picture was painted. You used to ride them. Oh, baby, I'm excited for this one. I'm getting some tranquility on the nose here. A little bit of serenity. Let's zoom in a little bit. Wow. Okay, has anyone seen Sausage Party? You know how they talk about the great beyond? If you look out there, that is my great beyond. You know what I'm saying? I really like the color of the water, too. Absolutely glimmering. All right, let's go look at the next one. Okay, this is my favorite piece of the day. On the left, you got femininity represented. On the right, you got masculinity. Let's go dive into the feminine side real quick. Okay, first thing I notice is the flowers that are on top of the table. And then why is there like a quarter? You see the picture frame up there. I want to see what the rest of that picture is. Why would the artist do that? You know, is it to be left up to interpretation? Does it mean something? Do women have a piece of the puzzle? I think so. Okay, now we're on the masculine side here. I noticed the books immediately, but then I noticed the face of this man. Tell me this guy doesn't have the spirit of Bilbo Baggins. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy that wrote The Hobbit. I'm like 95% sure. I don't know who else would. You know what I mean? I mean, the way he's posed. Oh my God, this guy wrote The Hobbit. Oh shit, here we go. I know I said the last piece was my favorite, but this is Baa Baa Black Sheep, motherfucker. Let's take a look. So notice that they're all sheep. So if you draw the analogy that this is humans, right? I'm that black sheep. And you know why I'm that black sheep? It's because y'all are staring at me. I feel this often. But a black sheep in society is always standing closer to the edge and also looks more interesting than the rest of the sheep. In my humble opinion, they're all really fluffy, but that black sheep, the positioning of it too, the lower half, you know, they have the high ground on this black sheep. Another thing I'm noticing is notice how the two like head sheep on the high ground, one is looking off in the distance, not at the black sheep, and the other sheep is like looking towards the black sheep, but his view is obstructed by the sheep looking off in the distance. That is so fucking beautiful. Okay, and to finish this piece off, just look at the Valley of Death there that is behind the black sheep. And that black sheep, I guarantee you went up to it with a microphone and said, "Hey, black sheep, do you care about that Valley of Death?" He'd say, "Motherfucker, I didn't even know it was there." No, don't do it! Not the building, no!